Alright, so hello everyone, this is going to be my first Let's Play, and it's going to be Pikmin. I have played this a little bit, but nonetheless, we're going to start up fresh. I am not a master at this game, but I will be giving it my best shot, you know? We'll see how well we do it. I do have one goal in mind that I know about this game, and we'll see it later if I can actually make it work. But yeah, let's just watch this. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of this weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no! Better not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Alright, everybody. So this is Pikmin 1. I'm sure you've seen it before if you've, had any interest in Nintendo games. And this is a very special RTS. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. I don't think maybe their onions are different, you know. He is from a different planet. So most of our onions don't have flowers popping out of them. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press A. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to Pick brand carrots. I love I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Just thinking like, he sees this red creature and he's like, ah, yes, carrot. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A. And I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to pressing X or moving R while holding L as well. The following controls appear to allow me to several points of view. So yeah, this is just, tutorial BS that allows me to actually know the game mechanics. So yeah. Wait, you can get this perfect. Ah, I'm too close. Nah, whatever. So yeah, if you do throw the Pikmin perfectly at the pellet part of the pellet posy, it will one-hit it. Astonishing. The onion has grown more seeds. The small red pellet, the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower, appears to be some sort of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. So yes, the Pikmin reproduce by, there we go, by just collecting and harvesting these pellets. And yes, they are red pellets growing out of a flower. So, you know, that will have a special reason as to why later, if you do not know anything about the series. If you do know something about the series, then my ramblings are just that, ramblings. So yeah, the camera in this game is pretty meh. Like it's weird having it like get closer by pressing up, or not at all actually, because is this the closest it can go? Or could it go closer? That's center behind. This is zoomed way out. I actually like this. This is like the best thing ever because you can actually see like a ton of everything. So yeah, as you can see, that one pellet has 2 Pikmin on it, so it's actually going to move much quicker than if it only had 1, but 1 was the minimum requirement. So that is how it works, you know. There's a minimum requirement to everything. And as soon as you can overcap that minimum requirement by a certain amount. So to make it move faster, because these leaf Pikmin, as you can tell, they're not very quick. I'm moving quite a great deal faster than them. So they're not very helpful when it comes to moving quick. But that is by design. There's a reason for it that we will get to later. For now, let's just start pushing this box. Oh, wait, I want to do something fun with this. Throw a Pikmin on top of the box. Have the rest of the guys push it. Oh, no way! Okay, so that must be something that's from the OG GameCube game. This is the Switch version, obviously, so there's going to be less bugs, less stupid things that have happened in the GameCube. And the Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned on Pikmin conduct. Approach and hold A to pick up sprouts. Press A to grab Pikmin. Release A to throw. Press B to call them. X to dismiss. Move R while holding L to command and control the group. Use ZL or up, down, left, and right on R to control perspective. I shall record this in my computer and access it with plus. Yeah, so this game, of course, originally came out on GameCube, for those who don't know. Got re-released on Wii, and then re-released again as a nice copy on Switch. And I am playing the Switch version. So there's probably going to be a lot less glitches and buggy stuff that has happened in the past games that made it like a difficult game to play. Amazing. There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon my most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? Well, we have the generous help of only 14 Pikmin. In mind, we don't have enough help. We must produce more. So the command feature is going to be very helpful because you have this large group just following you around. So if you use the command feature enough, the large group will, move a lot more to your liking. The command feature is probably the most useful thing in this game, because you see all these tight, narrow spaces, things that, like, the Pikmin and you can get stuck on, like, this route. Like, you just can't walk past it until you go around it. Like, there's not many things that you can walk around. You must walk past everything. Yeah, there's a lot of things with this game that are, like, a struggle to understand. It was made very much easier in this version. I have not played the GameCube version or the Wii version, so thankfully, because, man, the glitches and stuff in those games are downright ridiculous. Some instant killed glitches by pushing you through the floor. I think those have been rectified in this version, hopefully. When my Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try getting it all done at once by holding A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. So, basically, when they're not colored, they're not following you or doing something at that time. Well, actually, no, because they do things and they're gray, so never mind. It's when they're not with you that they turn gray. But basically, I was just saying that I don't have to mash the A button. I can just press it and hold it and pluck all these Pikmin. Now, I did say that this is an RTS game, and you might be saying, how is this an RTS? It doesn't look timed at all. Well, that's because Day 1 does not have a time limit, so that way there's no possible way that you can fail getting this piece back, because this is a required part to continue even playing the game. You have to get this part back no matter what at the end of the day, so they just said, you know what, let's just make it so that there is no end of the day. And you know what? It actually did. That's a pretty good solve to this problem. You can take as long as you want on this specific day. Do whatever you want. The max number of Pikmin you can actually grow is 25. So these are things I've found out through my first little playthrough that I did. That I just did 7 days of. So yes. Once you get to 25, there's no more things to gather other than this. And once you get this, then that's that for this day. So. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. So, yep, as soon as you get that part, this day just immediately ends. Days are usually like 15 minutes long, so I ran it a little quickly, 14 minutes. Not too big a deal, you know. Actually, no deal at all. This day can end as soon as you get that part, but you just want to make sure that you get basically as many Pikmin as you can, because you need them. Like, you need them bad. There's nothing you could do in this game without Pikmin. So, that is, you know, 1 day since Impact. I have somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see the Onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface. Or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can recover them all, I may never return home. Oh wait, if I can't recover them all, I may never return home. To my family on planet Hokatate. Hokatate? I forget which one that was officially released as. I think it was Hokatate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. as it holds the keys to my survival. I'll name it the Forest of Hope. I'll explore it tomorrow. So this shows the whole day, what has happened. Sprouted, lost in battle, left behind. There was no battles today, so I literally could not have lost any in battle. And if I left any behind, I think that's also practically impossible. Because if you have all 25 on the part, so I guess if you just threw one willy-nilly at the side of the part, like, and it didn't latch on to the part, then you could have lost one. But you gotta be trying to lose Pikmin on day one. Or very young. Yeah, so it'll ask you to save at the end of every game, so, make sure that it's to your liking before you say, maybe not. You can change days if you want. Here's Area 2. You get this upon doing this. There is no reason to go back here yet. You see how it has another part? We cannot do anything here as of right now, so do not even think, oh, well, I'm going to go back here and just complete it. You cannot do anything new here until you do something else here. So, since this is my first episode, I might as well do 2 days in one. Just to, make it feel more special. So we're going to enter the Forest of Hope. My dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand in the light beneath the onion and press A. So yep, all you gotta do is go under here, press A, and then hold down. Upon doing that, there is one petal here, pellet posy. Let's see. Hey, I got it. Oh, there's another one. You see that one is a different color. There is meaning behind this. So let's throw 2 Pikmin on that. So you see how that red pellet posy gave us 2 sprouts, right? They both have ones on them, they're just different colors. That one gave us 2 sprouts. This one is of a different color. It only gave us 1 sprout. That is because you get bonuses by the color of the sprout. Oh. So that kind of shows off that there's going to be something else here. Speaking of something else, there's something special right here. It may look like just normal, everyday, fauna, but in actuality, you can pluck it and you get something very special from it. Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produces a sort of yellow nectar. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent Pikmin favorite seems to be full of nutrition. Closer observation is needed to determine the strengths of peculiarities of this flower Pikmin. So, yep, as you can see, Pikmin who drink the nectar... Oh, there's a little bit more. Pikmin who drink the nectar become flower Pikmin. Now, there is a very big difference between flower Pikmin and leaf Pikmin. As you can see, they are faster. They're basically keeping up with me. That speed, however, is not just the only benefit. There is a mechanic in this game that makes Pikmin trip and fall while doing things, just like walking behind you. Flower Pikmin will do that less often as compared to leaf Pikmin. Leaf Pikmin are the youngest, basically least experienced, so they're more likely to fail more often. Whereas flower Pikmin are basically the end life thing of their life, like most mature. So they will be less likely to fail less often compared to leaf Pikmin. There is also another difference. They are stronger in battle. And of course they move faster, so they just keep up with you. As you can see, they move quite a bit faster than the 2 leaves I have. And there is more grass over there. I just, 2 leaves is not enough to make me want to do another grass thing. And here we have our first fight. Day 2 is full of a lot of things. I'm surprised that that guy did not get a single Pikmin. I was a little worried. So I was trying to do something there. You see how the fighting system kind of works here. But there is a special way to kill these guys. If you can get the cursor right on top of them. And boom! Yes, if you have a Pikmin land directly on top of small enemies, they will instantly die. It's a very nice way to just get rid of these small ones first. We have a bunch of pellet posies around here. I'm gonna actually just take the 5 red pellet back here. Have all these guys working on it because we need to get as many reds as possible. Just before something else. Don't be attacking that. You don't need the yellow ones. Yellow ones are worthless to us. Perfect. Just take it back. Perfect. And there is another 10 more enemies, and of course a ship part right over there. We're going to save that for a little bit, just until we finish plucking all these Pikmin. They did make this a lot easier compared to the older games. In the older games, I'm pretty sure you had to tap your way through all of this. Oh, that guy actually just... He's a flower, too! Alright, I don't know if you guys saw that, but that flower just tripped. And he did a major trip. He flew into the rock. Now that we have a bunch of leaves now, we can do this one. Your goal is basically to get as many leaves on one drop of nectar, because one Pikmin will consume a whole drop of nectar by themselves. So, you basically got to get as many as you can on that. We have 51 reds, and you can see this guy's a biggin. You got to sneak around him. Now, there is a good strategy for these guys if you don't know it. It is this. You must get behind them as close as you can without waking them up, you know. Don't want to get too close with it. And then you use the command feature and swarm them. Just absolutely decimate them. Ow. That's fine. I took a little bit of damage. But see, he went down quick. I'm not going to collect him. I want to use him for another thing. So, let's just kill these guys. Don't lose anything. 51. Nice. We killed him before I lost it. Alright, now I'm gonna have... I shouldn't really do that, actually. I'm gonna have just enough to take this thing back. What is this? 40? Alright, it'll be faster if I just swarm it. Why, it's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo. It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. Yeah. Unlimited electricity. We could really use that today. Well, I only have 2 Pikmin on me, so whatever. I'll actually take... Oh. My clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to my sun meter on the monitor and choose my actions accordingly. So it is best for me to review my monitor's data. This is pointing out a very good thing. We're already halfway through this day. Luckily, on this screen, time is paused, so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, it's going to go into it. Across the top of my monitor are the sun meter and day display. At the bottom are my spacesuit damage meter and Pikmin gauges. From the left, these numbers reflect Pikmin under my command, Pikmin in the field, and total Pikmin including those in onions. To adjust my monitor, I can move R to rotate the camera, press ZR to zoom, and move down on R to look from above. I can also press plus to view a detailed computer analysis. So yes, you see the bar up top with the sun. That is the sun meter, telling us that it is half over already, the day. So we best get a move on. At least we are getting one part. You can clear this game because there are 30 parts. You can clear this game getting one part a day, every day, for 30 days, and clear the game. So you're not too pressed for time. You just got to make sure you get at least one part back a day, unless you go over one part, and then if you get more than that, you got to worry less. Eternal Field Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. I have now recovered 2 out of 30 parts. If I could just find 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's flight capabilities. It doesn't say flight, but that's what it means. So basically, this is the advancement system on the map. Once you get 3 more parts, you get to the next area. And that is my alarm. Now, with all 53 of these nice red Pikmin, we're going to go back over here, and we're going to decimate this wall. We're going to just utterly destroy this wall. Should be very quickly. We did this earlier in the day with the wall that was at the base, and it went pretty slow because we only had like 28 Pikmin. Now we have 53. This is going to be way better, and you can see something in the distance there. I'm going to zoom in closer. For those that saw it and know about it, you know, you got a sneak peek at what's coming up. For those that don't know, didn't maybe see anything particularly stand out other than a couple enemies, you'll find out shortly. Alright, enough. Oh. This is the one bad thing about this, the waiting game. Early, everything is so slow. Just because we don't have the numbers to back it up. Of course, if we put 100 Pikmin on this thing would be flying. Alright. We gotta get rid of the little guy. Oh, come back. Okay, good. We didn't wake him up. Alright, we just gotta scoot around him. Don't be tripping at a time like this. Alright. The yellow onion has been discovered. Now, before I go any further and pluck that yellow, I'm going to kill this before anything bad can happen to my one yellow. So, we must destroy him. Perfect. No Pikmin deaths. Alright, let's get this. The color is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than the others. In what other ways might it be different from the red Pikmin? I must be sure to observe it closely. I can hold Pikmin for a moment with A, then swap it for another by pressing R. Alright, so what he was just saying is that you can press and hold A, and you see how I'm holding a flower, but if I press R, I switch to the yellow. Very nice system. And the buy of the thing said that they seem to weigh less. That was shown by me throwing them much higher. So, as you can see, these Pikmin go way high. Like that was a yellow, this is a red for comparison. It's not that high. So, these yellow Pikmin are way lighter and can be thrown way higher. This is very good for reaching tall, not treasures, that's not this one, ship parts. Now there is another difference between yellows and reds that the game does not really go over, but I know about. And that is attack damage. So different colors of Pikmin deal different types of damage. And I just said that tripping would happen less to flowers. Yellow Pikmin deal 1 times damage. I did not mean to pick you up. Yellow Pikmin deal 1 times damage, whereas reds deal 1.5 times damage. So the damage is pretty different for Pikmin. Dude, how are these flowers tripping so... Why did you go after the one thing that I could not... I cannot pick that up yet. I need more of you, so pick up the smaller things first. Yeah, I'm basically going to just spend the rest of this day raising my yellow count. Even if they are being very, very stupid and not going towards the things that they should be. Alright, I'm just going to throw you guys at these. Have you guys take those back. Oh, nope, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, once you get the one ship part that's right out there, you basically just want to spend the rest of the day leveling up your yellow Pikmin count. Because as soon as you get a new one, of course, you want to get as many of it as you can. But having a good number of reds is also a good thing. So if you didn't do what I did and, you know, save these enemies for your yellows... Oh, good. He figured out what to do on his own. Honestly, I actually will have these reds take these things back now. I have a red 10 that I could use. Yep, the sun is setting, so I must hurry. Having those reds take those things back is fine. I just gotta make sure... My clock is indicating the approach of sunset. Pikmin waiting beneath the dolphin and onions will probably enter the onions on their own. I don't know why it says probably. They will. But if I don't call them the stragglers and add them to my group, they may not be able to get back. I am sure that the Pikmin still planted are safe, but I am somewhat concerned by my leaving Pikmin to fend for themselves in the darkness. So what this is saying is that Pikmin like this, that are just doing nothing, like these Pikmin are, this whole, like, strand of reds, if they're not doing anything, like these guys, and I didn't call them to my side, they would get left behind at the end of the day. Getting left behind means that it's basically just death for the Pikmin, no fighting at all. So, but Pikmin underneath the onions like this, or by the dolphin, are fine. Oh, I have made another Pikmin, yet another Pikmin-related discovery. Just when I was about to exceed 100 Pikmin in the field, the onions stopped expelling seeds. And yet the total number of Pikmin continued to climb. It seems that once there are 100 Pikmin on the field, subsequent seeds get stored inside the onion. Thus, no more than 100 Pikmin can be on the field at one time, in any area. This is just telling us that the cap of Pikmin is 100. So, you can only have 100. See, at the bottom it says, I have 35 Pikmin out of 100 in the field. There's 100 in the field. I only have 5 seconds. I didn't go very far. There should be nothing. I'm just going to check the map. Oh, I don't have the map yet. Oh, man. Alright. Well, I should be alright. There should be no Pikmin lagging behind me. Should be no Pikmin left behind. I should be alright. Okay, we're looking okay. Yeah, you see all those Pikmin went back into their onion already without me having, like, to do this cutscene? They're safe. I like to keep the yellows on me, though, because I'm unsure with their onion being so far away sometimes. I'm just like, oh. So I usually have them by my side when I leave. We did lose a red? Where did that red leaf go? Oh. Red leaf. 2 days since impact. It appears that many of my ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Then I'd only have to press plus to locate my parts. So that is the map I was looking for. I do not have that yet. Yet there seem to be many hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, like I did earlier, I must return to my ship and stand in front of it and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen. So, yeah, I took a tiny bit of damage. It was not substantial. I left behind 2? Where were these 2? Why did they get left behind? What were they doing? They were both red leaves, so they were probably tripping, even though I had red flowers tripping on me all day. Whatever. So, I sprouted 85 today. I have 110 total. I lost 2. They were both reds. At least I didn't lose any yellows. Reds, I have 61 reds right now. On day 2, that's pretty good. So, I'm not too hurt over 2 red Pikmin. And with that, I'm going to call this first episode a close. 36 minutes. I did great. Alright. Thank you everybody for watching. If you have, I hope you enjoyed. You'll come back for the next episode. I'm going to be posting these daily. If you have any tips or anything you'd like me to add to these, please just let me know in the comments or anything. And I will see you guys later.